Mic check. Mic check. I don't know why I said that. It's pretty corny. What's up, guys? I'm back. Had a good handful of days off. I didn't do very much of a job in doing my referencing that I said I was going to do. So, typical me, I didn't follow through with what I needed to do. I still plan on doing that, and I do have some good references and resources that on any one of these topics that I think that you could get a good start. Get a good start and find some places that you think will be pretty helpful in your quest for truth. I bob for it. You can quest for it. Anyway, I was gonna go down the consciousness route a little more. I'm gonna defer on that topic. Um, I'm not ready to expose myself uh, with some stories and personal beliefs that I do feel like I want to share, not from any sort of egotistical standpoint, but I feel like an obligation to um, share, and maybe you'd relate to it. I've long years ago, not many years ago, but a few years ago, I gave up on uh, putting too much putting too many chips in the middle when it comes to uh, caring about what other people think. When I care about what you guys think, it's the a lot of people, at least I used to kind of walk around on eggshells, afraid that someone might think I'm an idiot. Yep, I am. Um, anyway, I'm going to switch gears just a little bit. I've been reading some pretty fun stuff. Some of it's been theology. I know that's a very very personal thing. It's personal to me. It's personal to you. Um, it's however, it's one of humans' most basic conversations, and I have traditionally been textbook agnostic for at least the last 20 years or so. But I'm giving this a real intellectual run. So at some point, not anytime soon, uh, I plan on getting back to the group, at least by surveying the landscape in terms of what are people thinking nowadays? How did they get there? What's Bob's take on this? Truth won't be found, but uh, paths and avenues will be carved. Let's take a step back. What I have been doing also is I got back into aliens for some reason. There is an interview. There's a man named Bob Lazar, Lazar, and he has a 2 hour long interview with Joe Rogan. I will link to that. And there was a documentary that came out, I don't know, 2 years ago, uh, that detailed Lazar's experience. He lived in Las Vegas and was recruited to effectively Area 51, but it's called S4, which is about 15, 20 miles south of area of Roswell, or Area 51. I don't know if Roswell and Area 51 are the same thing. Um, his story is unbelievable, but you know that he's telling the truth. And this guy's too nerdy to lie. And he seems to not want to have any sort of fanfare, or he could have easily taken advantage of that by now. It's back in the late 80s, like 89, when he worked on alien spacecrafts. And a couple undeniable data points is that, for example, he bumped into an element that wasn't even on our periodic table at the point in time, X115, X115, and which our observations, it is now, but our observations are limited because it decays so quickly. He said they found a stable version of this, and what it does is it distorts space. So movement is movement happens because of gravity, but they've manipulated gravity, this X115, and what it does is it's able to allow you to go massive distances very quickly, move in ways that nothing a human has ever produced. And his job is to find the propulsion system, figure out the propulsion system, break it down and rebuild it, potentially, and find the energy source. And my goodness, that is that if you want your mind blown, watch that. Some people say he's a kook, and maybe he is. But I'm telling you right now, I believe him. And our government is so secret that we don't get the gains from it, and that's a travesty. We're all human. Anyway. Before I dive into the next topic with my next episode, I just kind of want to recap, what we're doing here again. I mean, we're just trying to find truths and things that don't get talked about. And so I thought about, what's Bob's strategy for truth? What am I doing? And this is completely open for feedback. Please provide that feedback if you want. Bob's strategy for truth on the WB, the whiteboard. Number 1 is patience and steadfastness. So what do I mean by that? I'm an impatient person generally. It's a character flaw. So I need to practice patience, because I'm not going to be able to read and understand any given topic overnight. It will take practice and diversification of sources, talking with other people, and an acknowledgement that time is going to be an essential element in finding truth, or at least finding the world I came from, economics, finding an equilibrium, finding a steady state where I feel comfortable in how I think about a certain topic and the evidence around me, that as in some sort of cohesion. Steadfastness is, I can give up on topics and move on to something else a little too easily. I need to be more steadfast there. 2, open-mindedness. I think I have a decent grasp on that. I love hearing new ideas, but I need to be just very conscious that any idea has the possibility of being way right. Even the craziest ideas deserve, well, first, every idea deserves respect, acknowledgement, and I just want to make sure that I'm staying open-minded, no matter who the author is, who the speaker is, because you guys are right. Someone's going to be right. 3, inquisitive, and I have here, ask the follow-up. And I think this goes generally in life. We have a tendency as people to take an answer, assume it's true, and then just move forward, move on. Well, ask that follow-up question. That's where you get all the good details. That's where you figure out who really knows what they're talking about. I need to do a better job of going to level 2 or finding that derivative. What's that rate of change look like? So ask the follow-up. Number 4, STFU. Believe you know what that stands for. Google it if you'd like. I'm not going to say it. One of these days I probably just start dropping it. But I need to shut the F up a lot of times. I know what I know. I don't need to just bark it out. Unless me not shutting up is is an open-ended question to someone who does know what they're talking about, you know, a thank you at the end would probably be the most value that I can provide to a lot of these topics. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to touch base with you guys. Thanks for the follows, or the subscriptions. Keep the comments coming. I really enjoy. I've enjoyed engaging with you guys. It's only going to get better. I'm going to have a couple fun topics coming up, so you guys hang in there. I'll try to hang in here too. And you guys, there's a Hawkeye game tonight. They're playing the Big Ten championship game. I'm afraid they're gonna get blown out. But go Hawks! I hope you guys do well. I'm an Ohio State fan or native, and pretty used to just playing in big games. But I just like making fun of Hawkeye fans too. So, yeah, you guys take care. Love you.